Here's Martin to Toby. Down into the corner to Lish. Here's Wagstaff. He's been good from outside, and he looks so comfortable out there now. Jesse Wagstaff, another long bomb.
And his form and Can Toby's form in this game and previous games should be a pleasing thing for the Wildcats. Both those guys have been around a while now. To develop that sort of consistency where they're contributing night in, night out is a massive thing for the Wildcats.
So Gill has it. A quick pass to Holmes. He's all on his own. I'm not sure how he was so free, and that was a great little basket from Jacob Holmes. 15 points the margin, 45-30. Under a minute played in this third quarter. Kevin Lish with it. He'll take it all the way to the hoop. Jacob Holmes wasn't even watching.
Peter Crawford, a pretty good defender, just getting too tight there on Kevin Lish and allowing him just to rip through and easy basket. No help side defense from the Crocs.
Another big basket from Mims. He's dropped it down. And they're keeping interesting now. Still 15 points that margin. 47-32 that score. Here's Martin. Setting the screen is Knight. Taking on Gill. He won't want to get too many fouls away. He's only got 2 to give it. Knight works hard against Shenser and backs it in off the glass again.
And that's a big thing that you do against a bigger guy. I mean, Matty Knight, a big man himself, but you see there, Shenser's got a good 3 or 4 inches on him, and he attacks his body and jumps into him rather than fading away, getting the easy 2. And Shenser struggles, still struggling from the floor. 0-4 now. Still yet to trouble the score sheet.
Let's go.
So here's Wagstaff, 17 points now, that margin.
That was a classic slip while we're talking about in that first half there. Matty Knight reading that the defense was played on the high side of him, just slipped straight to the basket, nearly came off to the Wildcats then.
So Luke Neville checks into the game. Knight sits down, just returning from that 2 weeks with a calf injury. Good pressure from Crawford, well played. Gill off and racing, will have to go against 2. Over the top, slaps it away. Unbelievable. And the Wildcats come up with the ball. The pass inside, not so great though. Martin wanted a foul, not called. He's Holmes. He want to give it back to Crawford. And it was slack play in the end, very sloppy. Crawford didn't know it was coming back at him, and a turnover again.
It's been clearly sloppy from both teams. Turnovers, bad shots.
Well, it's 14 turnovers to 5. The Crocs with 14 turnovers so far in this game. It's 49-32. Here's Neville, the hook shot. A little off target. So right now, desperately keen for the Crocs just to get some points in a row. It's Perth hitting the last 2. Holmes has come out to play in this third quarter. He's been rock solid.
He's really developed some consistency on that jump shot. A bit hit and miss at times, but this year, doing a great job.
So here's Wagstaff falling to the ground. The pressure comes from Crawford. He reaches in. He'll get a warning too. Peter Crawford yelling and screaming. Luke Shenser wants to have his say as Wagstaff gets up, and Ben Purser comes into the game for Cam Toby. Jacob Holmes with 8 points to his name. 5 points in this quarter for Jacob Holmes. As Lish outside settles, throws in a 3.
Peter Crawford just getting sucked in a little bit. Jesse Wagstaff set a fairly mean screen on him, and Pete just retaliating at the wrong time. That hurts. There's the 3 counts, and they get possession of the ball.
Exactly right. 52-34. Here's Lish. I want to feed it out to this man because he is hot. That time not so hot, and well done by Crawford. Jumps up on the pack. It was like a big Kazali. And hauls down the rebounds. Gill wanted to give it to Holmes. Been a star in this quarter. Why not go, Jacob? But that one was a little short. The pressure a little too much. Crawford in there for a bit of pressure. That's 3 fouls in a row for Peter Crawford to start this quarter. A little overzealous from PC. Do you keep him in the game, or do you just bring him out and just cool him down a touch?
Yeah, I'd probably keep him on.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it was just purely out of frustration, that one. Maybe he's got it out of his system now, but he does have to be careful having 3 fouls. Still a long way to go in this third quarter. Such
an important player to this team, Peter Crawford. Does need to keep his hands out as Lish wants to take the 3 on him. That one was off target. Up high was Mims, and it came off his hands and rolled out.
The Wildcats are just so strong. Their hands, they just get deflections on balls. Even when Townsville come up with the ball, you're worried about them turning it over just because of a Brad Robbins deflection or a Wagstaff or one of these guys.
So the inbound from Perth up to Redditch, back on the court. 9 points to his name. Oh, the pass was nearly there. Neville stole it as Crawford tried to keep it in play, and he jammed it in that ring.
Sitting right there. If you're falling out of bounds in the opposition's baseline, throw it to half court.
And Gill did very well. Snuck around the baseline too quick for his opponents. It was out to 20. Now it's at 18 points. The lead for the Wildcats. Halfway through this third quarter in the jungle. Steamy conditions. Well played in the end by Crawford. Read that play well. To Holmes. Should take it all the way. Couldn't finish. Ran into a bit of trouble. Well done by Shencher. They'll reset. 20 on the shot clock. Crawford had a bit more time. He just threw it up, and they've got a jump ball. The arrow going the Crocs' way, so the Crocs will retain possession. And Drew Williamson wanting a piece of the action, so he'll come into the game. And Kevin Lish sitting down. Kevin Lish with 12 points. Just sneaked up on us a little bit, Kevin Lish. Hasn't really been a standout, as we always get excited about his points that he racks up.
50% too, so good clip. We talked about him struggling from the field a little bit, shooting 2 of 18 from 3, so shooting 50% from 3 or 2 from 4, so he just has snuck up on us a little bit.
Peter Crawford with it up against Williamson. He lost it off his boot, and the ball will come loose. Neville just sticks out his elbow, grabs the ball to Purser, passes inside to Redditch. That was too easy. For the 2, Sean Redditch is into double figures with 11. Oh, Robbins stealing it again. Will chase to the basket. Gill shouldn't foul. He should not have fouled then, Eddie Gill. Should have just let him load it up. He's now on 4 fouls. And he'll have to come off. With 4:40 remaining in the third quarter, Eddie Gill's on 4. In the end, it was just a little shove, wasn't it? It wasn't major.
Wasn't much in it.
Body contact, and the referee saw it. And handed over the foul. The Wildcats 56, Townsville 36. It's a 20-point ball game on 1.
Mavis Gary, I think we went to high school together.
At the same time? Do you want to know why I'm really in town?
Oh. Why, buddy?
You knew me when I was at my best.
Young adult, now showing.
Concerned about the global economic meltdown? At McDonald's between 12 and 1, our double cheeseburger is just $2. So the only meltdown you'll experience is our cheese.
With this guy. Now, let's run a quarter on the pin down. So Sean's going to pin down. Okay. This guy pin down. Curl it. So either one, curl that, pass, Sean, you top. Let's have a look at that. If it's not there, don't lose. We go 3, 2, 1. And then,
the better players in this third quarter for both sides. Kevin Lish with 5 points this quarter. They have a total of 12. He's, as I said, crept up on us a fair bit. And Jacob Holmes with 5 in this quarter. He's on 8. And Mims also on 8 points. Just 2, though, in this quarter. The Crocs shooting at 38%. The Wildcats at 46. As Brad Robbins will head to the line. The turnovers, 16-6, Tony. And the Crocs are 16, of course.
Yeah, you're going to get sick of me saying that about the turnovers. It's just, you can't go on the road and turn the ball over 16 times in the first. half and a bit of basketball. Expect to get away with a win.
And the foul's creeping up as well for the Crocodiles. They're on 12. It was pretty even up until half-time. And the inbound's going to put a lot of pressure on the Cedar boys. Robbins nearly stole it. And the Crocs will bring it inside their front corner. 57-36 is the score. The Crocs needing to hit a few long baskets. That one didn't go. This is Purser, one of the youngsters here in the competition. Redditch's pass a little high. And Cedar takes the rebound. This is Chris Cedar to Michael Cedar. To Mims. Just inside the three. No, it was just outside. They rattled around and Redditch.
Even Perth, the last couple of possessions, getting a little bit sloppy. It's a good test for them. 20-point lead. They've let a few of the guys go this year, so it'll be interesting to see how they respond to holding this type of advantage.
And the pass inside, not so great in the end to Purser. It was the right option. Purser just wasn't watching, and there's the man again. Jacob Holmes, the story of this season. Now has 10 points to his name. 57-38 is that score. Approaching three-quarter time, got 3 minutes remaining. Purser from outside. Son of Andrew Purser, who played in the Vita. Williamson finally drops the bomb, and that'll give him some confidence.
Give up a nice man. It's 22 demanding. Defense.
60-38 is that score. 22 points as Williamson reaches in and will be called for the foul. Greg Hyatt will come back into the game, and so too Todd Blanchfield for the Crocs. And Hyatt will take the spot of Ben Purser, and Mims is resting up for the Crocodiles. 60-38. What can the Crocs do now, Tony? They need to get some points on the board again, and quickly.
Yes, need to score more points and stop the Wildcats from scoring.
Here's Blanchfield. This would be handy. No one up for the rebound, though, for the Crocodiles. And Perth come down with it through Williamson. So only 38 points, and we're approaching three-quarter time.
Yeah, offensively, they just can't put anything on the board. They had 20, I think it was just over 30 points or 27 points at half-time. So really struggling, and they've got no answers defensively at the moment. They can't stop anyone. They have to change it up a bit, because they've been doing the same thing. And they went to a zone for a little bit in that first half. Maybe do that.
And there's a foul in there. I'll be happy with that one called. They've been complaining a fair bit, the Crocs, and some of it justified.
Push.
The foul is on Luke Neville. And another change for the Perth Wildcats. It's 62-38. We're going to have to start looking at the record books, I reckon, because if they continue the way they're going, then one of the low scores especially for Townsville, is on the cards. The first for Ben Allen rolls around. The second is short. They come up with the rebound. Jacob Holmes really the only one who's got a bit of a wriggle on, and that one was handy from Michael Cedar.
You'll take that's one of those. No. Yes.
Fairway outside the three-point line. Here's Williamson. Back-to-back threes for him. No. Wagstaff tries to keep it in play. Robbins gathers it. Here's Williamson up against Blanchfield. He lost control of it as he tried to spin out of trouble, and he'll be called for the foul.
It's a good opportunity too for Rob Beveridge to play those guys like a Williamson who's been struggling from the three-point line. 20-plus point lead with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Give those guys that obviously can play but have been struggling the opportunity to try and work them out of their slump.
Here's Chris Cedar getting around Robbins and Wagstaff, wanting to take it all the way. Lost the handle of it, but good aggression from him. 62-41 the score. We've got 2 minutes remaining before three-quarter time here in the jungle. The Cedar boys trying to spark a comeback. Here's Holmes. He has been awesome. Jacob Holmes. No other word sums it up. Fantastic performance in a team that's really battling to put points on the board. He's got 12 points to his name. Redditch to Williamson, starting to get some shots away, but they're rattling around. He'll go again, Williamson. Can he drop that? Yes. You don't give him 2 options. And he has 2 chances and drops the second for Drew Williamson.
And it's not turnovers, it's offensive rebounds. It's killing the Crocs.
Jacob Holmes says, give it to me. I'll go myself as Blanchfield keeps it in to Cedar. Wagstaff's got him covered. 65-43. 22 points to margin. Holmes gives it off, or was it tapped away? Doesn't matter as Cedar tries to score the basket. No one can take the balls. Robbins picks up the crumbs. So 50 seconds remaining as Wagstaff goes all the way. Way too easy for Jesse the Body Wagstaff.
Great read there by Jesse Wagstaff. Just realising that going to the 45 for a dribble handoff and just realising his defence was just playing him a little soft, waiting for that switch on the on-ball screen or the dribble handoff and then crossing over and going to the basket.
So 40 seconds remaining. Strong work from Blanchfield. He couldn't finish off the basket. Holmes, though, helps him out. And he's drawn the foul. He wants a towel. He's pretty sweaty. So the output so far from the Crocodiles, Luke Schenscher yet to score, none from 4 from the field. He's had 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, the big man. Had a tough afternoon. And then a couple of the other stars. Peter Crawford's been okay, scored 8 points, got into a bit of foul trouble in this quarter. But one of those 2 needs to help out Jacob Holmes, you'd have to think. And also Gill has just had a frustrating night all round with 4 fouls.
Yeah, well, Jacob Holmes has 11 rebounds to go along with his 14 points. He's one of those guys that you look at and he's not the most athletic person out in the ground, out in the field, and field, ground, court even.
Court, yep.
And just consistently comes up with, and such a great rebounder.
Just a strong worker is higher from outside. Gives an air ball, but it lands perfectly for Sean Redditch, and he'll go to the line after being fouled by Cedar. We've got 18 seconds on the clock before 3-quarter time, and Kath Cox, our young netballer.
She'd like the fact he said that.
Yes, I only said it because I know she'll watch later on and say thank you, Lockie. But she'll be shooting a half-court shot at half-time.
Yeah, you gave her some pointers.
Yeah, just a couple. Just a couple.
Get it in.
Just throw it towards the hoop.
Throw it and get it in. Yep. Yeah, we like to keep it simple. Kiss.
That's right.
Keep it simple. Stupid.
Yep.
Sucker.
Okay, Ben Allen takes the rebound. And the pass into the middle was nearly trapped by the Wildcats. 9 seconds on the clock. The last shot for the Crocodiles. It'll be a handy one as the margin's over 20. Cedar out wide to the man of the moment for the Crocs. Did he get it away? I don't think he did. 68-45 is the score.